Western Digital has reportedly bid farewell to the SSD market. What does this mean? This was a really surprising to me, this article that came out several days ago. And let's go ahead and take a look at this article and see what it says. I want to keep up to date on this news and find out more information about it because Western Digital is one of the biggies out there for hard drives. So let's see what they're saying. It says, bid farewell to the SSD market. SanDisk will now be responsible for existing and future products. So what they're saying is Western Digital hands over its SSD operations to SanDisk lineups, like Western Digital Black might be rebranded to SD Black. It seems like the storage industry isn't having a great time in terms of gaining traction in the consumer markets, since after Soligen, I'm not sure how you pronounce that particular name. Western Digital, one of the leading SSD manufacturers, has decided to exit the industry, according to the reports by TechSpot. Western Digital now focuses solely on its native hard drive technology, with SSD division being spun off into SanDisk. This means that lineups like Western Digital Black will now be manufactured by SanDisk instead of Western Digital themselves, and will ultimately mean that Western Digital branding won't be there anymore. This is a very interesting thing. So basically, Western Digital isn't really getting out of the market. What it means is that they're rebranding, and you're going to see them under the name SanDisk instead of under the name Western Digital. The Western Digital brand is going to be solely probably on the new mechanical technology that I talked about in previous videos that Seagate was putting out. Western Digital is also doing it with the HMA, the hammer drives. That is a new technology pushing the boundaries of size, along with increasing the performance of mechanical drives, which is something that's sorely needed because those are going to still be much cheaper to get than SSDs. While SSDs really aren't available to the public in much more than an 8 terabyte for the most part, really hard to find any that are much bigger than that. And 8 terabytes even are kind of not how should I say, they're not widely available, and they're kind of pricey. So going back to this article here, it says that this indeed is a surprising development. It was surprising to me, especially for consumers who are fond of Western Digital SSD products. Western Digital has been included alongside names like Samsung Crucial. When I use Western Digitals, they've always been absolutely excellent quality drives. Really fast, really good quality. I haven't really had hardly any problems with any of them. So I'm gonna really tell you on the SSD side, they've been excellent. And then we're seeing the brand fade away, something we weren't expecting at all. However, this doesn't mean that Western Digital products will disappear from the market. Rather, they will be taken care of by SanDisk. So we do expect the quality to remain consistent. So this is important for all of you. If you want a Western Digital SSD, you're probably going to be looking in the future to just go ahead and pick up a SanDisk SSD instead of Western Digital. That looks like what's probably going to be what's going to happen. While the reason behind Western Digital's decision is uncertain for now, the company is said to see a brighter future in the HDD market, particularly those needed for AI workloads. In a blog post released a few weeks ago, Western Digital CEO Irving Tan claimed that HDD shipments are expected to see an uptrend due to the demand from the market, and that is where the firm will concentrate on moving into the future. So it is safe to say that Western Digital won't be in the SSD markets, at least until the AI hype lasts. For the average consumer, given that operations are now under SanDisk, we expect the firm to deal with supply chains aspects, including after-sale services. SSDs from Western Digital will now see a change in their naming scheme, apparently from Western Digital to SD, which is indeed interesting overall. It is safe to say that Western Digital did serve us well. So I mean, this goes back to, I mean, there was some heated discussions in some of my past videos in the comments about the about hard drives, and some of the people talked about how SSDs are the future, et cetera, et cetera. And believe me, I wholeheartedly agree, SSDs are the future. But for super large hard drives, mechanical drives are still going to be a thing for a long, long time. And especially for what we got with AI workloads where they need large amounts of data that SSDs just aren't able to fulfill. You're going to see that happen with a lot of people getting really large mechanical drives. So I think from what the article said and what Western Digital is going for, I think that's kind of what we're looking at right now. I don't think we're going to see I don't think we're going to see too much of a change in quality on the SSD side from them, except for the fact the naming is just going to be changed to SanDisk. And I think they're just wanting to kind of separate Western Digital from SanDisk. Maybe they're trying to do consumer stuff, and maybe more of the business corporate stuff. Maybe separate things out. I don't know. We'll find out more as a little bit more time goes on in this particular situation. You let me know what you think in the comments down below about this, and maybe we can have a conversation about what we think is going to happen going forward with this company. I'd like to hear from y'all. Leave a thumbs up if you liked the video. If you didn't like the video, let me know why in the comments, and I will try to do better in the future. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.